So you guys might have got the early. You guys might have got the early bit to the stream. Sorry about that. You guys might have got the early deck to the stream. Sorry. Okay, should be in on OBS, and we should be in fully now. Okay. Okay. Let me see some comments in the chat if we are into the stream, if you guys can see the stream fully. Okay. Okay, cool. No doubt. I was a little concerned. I thought I was talking to you guys the whole time. Just interested. Yeah, that's the only issue. You got me? Everyone's got me? Okay, cool. Welcome to the stream. Um, this is gonna be very interesting. This is gonna be very, very interesting. Honestly, let's just get right to it. I'm procrastinating long enough. We'll get right into it. We will see if Netflix comes for me. Kind of excited. I'm kind of excited.
I remember as a kid, I could hear the echo through the city. It's like this scream. When they get into a 200-mile-an-hour car, there's an almost fighter pilot mentality. Anything can happen.
Dude, that's a gnarly crash.
I always think on my family.
All I do is pray for a safe race.
You need to respect the speed. But the second a driver has fear, you need to retire.
Goodness. I'm hoping it's not going to stay glitching out on Netflix the whole time.
Competition. Drama. Oh, there's a puncture! Competitiveness. High stakes, politics.
How can you call that a fair championship?
It is described as a travelling circus.
Is this just the intro to it? 'Cause this is sick.
Pack it all up.
This is a sick
24 hours
intro.
later, unpack it in a new part of the world.
We've all got thousands of employees that all share the desire to win.
Netflix, you're dropping frames for me. Maybe we'll turn the volume.
Drivers are
I mean, the
best
volume
in the
will
world.
help, but still.
We all believe we are the one.
Your teammate is your worst enemy. He beats me every race. My career's done.
The ultimate goal is to be the best.
If you had Lewis Hamilton's same car, would you beat him?
Yes.
The highs are very high. The lows are very low.
I'm fucking sick of this.
It's about making the correct choice.
Every day I break out in a cold sweat thinking, do I have this skill set to do it?
The risk of death will never go away.
Laggy.
I'm not worried
It's a
about
bit
that.
laggy. Shit. I know it is a bit laggy. It's so annoying.
Willing to do anything.
It's so annoying.
Let's see.
Here, we'll pause. We'll pause for a sec. Maybe if Netflix catches up, we wouldn't be so laggy. It's annoying. The OBS, I haven't dropped a single frame in OBS, and the frames per second looks really, really good, which is why it's so weird that it's so laggy. Maybe it's just because it's like the big screen in itself. Even the OBS looks good. Gosh, guys. How many episodes are you doing today? I'm not gonna lie. I'm intended to sit here for like 5 hours and watch this. I like just streaming and just going all the way through. Just doing like episode by episode. Maybe we could go episode by episode. But I'm kind of content with just watching Drive to Survive as it is and just kind of watching it with you guys. Because I think it'd be a blast. I think it'd be a good time. But okay, let's hit play and let's see if it's any better. If it's still laggy, it's gonna be an issue. Still laggy. Oh, that's so annoying. So sorry, guys. The internet connection is great too, so this is annoying. But this is Drive to Survive.
All right, am I good to like sit?
Yeah.
All right, I'm good to go.
You happy with your hair?
I don't know, I haven't seen it. Probably, if you've asked me, then it must look shit. Am I looking at you or down the lens? Awesome.
Can I get you to tell me who you are and what you do for a job?
I'm Daniel Ricciardo and I'm a car mechanic. Alrighty, I got this. I'm gonna nail it. 3, 2, 1. I am Daniel Ricciardo. I was born in Perth, Australia.
Guys, I'm not gonna.
Formula 1 driver.
I'm not gonna.
Sounds pretty good when I say that.
I'm knock on wood, but no lag. No more lag. No more lag. Let's go. Oh my god! As soon as I started.
Feeling of the car on the edge at such a high speed.
I honestly think it's the action. It's so many frames.
The danger, that adrenaline and that excitement. More than anything, I love the feeling of winning. It's a beautiful thing.
And Ricciardo has got the inside line. Lewis Hamilton's great defense of second place comes to an end. And down the inside goes Daniel Ricciardo.
Daniel Ricciardo, what a G. What a G.
That's how it's done, like
Pressure, lower the quality. Should I lower the quality of it? Can I lower the quality of it in
Wins the
Netflix?
Hungarian Grand Prix.
Here, I'm gonna try to follow. Wait, how do I not playback speed? I don't know how to lower the quality of it in Netflix. Am I an idiot? Is there like a way to do it? I don't know. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
The smile could be bigger.
I don't know how to drop the frames per second in Netflix. Netflix refuses. They want prime. They want prime qualities.
As a kid, I loved motorbikes. I love NASCAR. The F1, that was the fastest circuit cars in the world. That's really why I got into Formula 1. I wanted to try and see if I could be the best in the world.
Guys, I honestly think it's the racing portions of this that because it doesn't lag out when we're doing just like this stuff.
To be world champion would mean
It's the frames per second while the racing is going on. That sucks.
For my family, my dream involved sacrifices.
This is so sick, seeing a young Daniel Ricciardo.
My dad was building his own business, but also taking me karting on the weekends and spending the money he'd made to then put into me.
Aww.
I remember as if it was yesterday. Daniel said to me that he wanted to give it a go in Europe. And a lot of friends said, oh, how could you let him go? But he was so determined. It looks great.
How do you do it? What am I doing wrong? You rip it off, man.
All the struggles.
Sorry
and
for
bad
typing.
days,
Sorry.
so young. Winning the world title. It would make it all worth it. When I got into F1, everyone knew me as the happy guy and the nice guy. But I do have a kind of killer instinct. I do believe I can be world champion, and for me, it's like, why else would I be doing this?
And welcome along for the opening round of the Formula One World Championship.
Oh, is it always in Melbourne to start? Well, I mean, obviously not this year, but
The 23rd Australian Grand Prix held here in Albert Park for the traditional first race of the season.
cinematography of this is absolutely gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Race. Is this the year?
First race of the season is my home one. I love having a home race, but it's wild, you know. There's so much anticipation of being drawn to that first race in March.
Can we get a quick selfie, mate? Yeah.
and then because it's in Australia, I'm the only Australian
Oh,
driver.
he's so happy
I get
though.
that twofold.
He's so happy. He's cheesing. He's having a good time.
How important is this season for you, as being a season in which you can compete for the championships?
Super important. Obviously, I'll see where I am personally, see where we are competitively.
Everybody recognises Daniel Ricciardo as being one of the biggest talents in Formula One. But a lot of people think it's this year or bust for him to take his first world title.
I think it's going to be a really exciting year because we've got 3 teams that look capable of winning races. Last season,
Yeah, I mean, Daniel Ricciardo didn't really care. He didn't really get it, did he? Just so annoying.
We're really excited to see if Daniel Ricciardo with Red Bull can properly fight with those 2 drivers.
It's easy to say that a champion from a previous year is the favourite.
Now it's Bahrain to start. Yeah, that's so depressing because it seems like such a good spot for him to be.
It's looking exciting. I think it should be close at the top with Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull.
Gotta get the water in.
In Formula 1, we've got 10 teams, and each team is trying to develop.
Guys, I think the quality has kind of reset itself. I think it just needed some time,
The
thankfully.
money you spend, the better your car is likely to be. But there's a massive difference in budgets in Formula 1. The smaller teams are quite often operating on a budget that's a fraction the size of the very biggest teams, like Ferrari and Mercedes. So
Really?
it's not a level playing field.
Wait. I thought F1 was a level playing field in the fact that the teams were only allowed to use like a certain amount of that budget. Like whether it was like to build the car, to repair the... Like I thought they all had that sort of playing field like that. I did not realize that.
Guys, I mean, you know the position we are in here, you know.
If I understood what Walter told me last night, there was one of everything.
I'm Gunther Steiner. I'm the team principal of Haas F1 team. I love racing. It's my passion. I started off in the bottom as a mechanic. I'm doing it a long time, more than 30 years.
Oh, yeah, then it should be.
Setting up a Formula 1 team in the US was my idea, and I persuaded Gene Haas to do this.
I think it
Really?
no choice. Everybody was going whatever.
Gene has got a very successful NASCAR team, and he knows how racing works.
So hit somebody? Yeah, he
There's a lot of money in Formula One. Can you compete with the teams with the big budgets? It's pretty hard. You know, you're talking 500-600 million or 140 million. But you just got to keep trying and trying. And
Haas is trying this year. They are trying. K-Mag's got him in the right spot.
Haas F1 is the first American Formula 1 team in more than 30 years. And coming in as a new team in
That was before the cost cap? Okay.
So difficult.
Budget cap was... Yeah, see, I did not realize that.
Cautiously optimistic, as I call it.
In a small team, we have less parts, less stuff. We need to do more with less.
How many people in your team altogether?
Jesus.
212. Mercedes have more people on holiday at any one time. Yeah.
We are the underdogs. We are new in here, but for sure we're not here just to make the numbers up. We are here to compete.
Okay, we'll see if this gets through in terms of like the quality of Netflix through the racing.
Practice. Teams have 90 minutes to test their setups around this 3-mile circuit.
Isn't that the Alpine?
The most special things about Formula 1 is the way the weekend builds.
That Mercedes is so gorgeous though, guys. I can't hate on that car.
That's when the teams and drivers get out on track to try and set their cars up and make sure it's performing the best it can. Saturday there's qualifying to set the order that the cars will start the race in. And then on Sunday we have the race itself.
Which is lit.
Every session is dangerous.
Oh, Jesus.
Last season in Melbourne, during practice, there were 3 crashes.
You're right.
Are you happy with the strategy we are taking?
Yeah, fine. But the problem is, at some point, one's going to be right, one's going to be wrong.
Exactly.
You never know.
My name's Christian Horner. I'm the team principal of Aston Martin Red Bull Racing.
So Bach effectively stops with me.
Wait. So, I feel like I've said on a previous video that Aston Martin was a part of Red Bull. And they are. I was not wrong in saying that. Did it just like switch to Honda or? I don't really know. I guess this is me still learning. This is me learning the history.
We're a subsidiary of an energy drink that's come along and won 4 back-to-back world championships. But that's in the past.
What do you reckon?
You know, we've spent 5 seasons now where we should have been real contenders. We need to win races this year. We need to take the challenge to the big teams.
All right, get out there and enjoy it. I will. Yeah. Let you drive and do the talking. You'll be fine.
Why won't the Netflix bar like move?
We're fortunate to have Daniel Ricciardo. He's at the top of his game.
Well, you can see the people who are
And we've got this exciting emerging talent in Max Verstappen. But you can just feel that anticipation of how we design a good car this year.
Ooh, little did they know. Little did they know what they had in Max, really. Red Bull used Renault engines. Oh, okay.
It looks okay. I'm suggesting we go and have a little look.
But 2021 it became its own team.
Let's get this.
Ew. Okay. I got you.
As a race car driver, your feeling is so in tune that you know after a few laps if the car is fast. A lot of it for me is confidence within the car, just having a feeling under the braking, because you're coming up to a corner 300 something kilometers an hour. Your instinct is like brake now, and you've got to push yourself to brake later and trust that the car will stop.
I just love this. I love every bit of this. It's so sick.
Wheels off that. What's your headline for today then?
Red Bull, they can easily find themselves in the front of the grid.
You did a good job. Thanks, guys. We had serious pace today. The car was performing well. And at the end of the day, performance is everything. I want to win because it's what I believe I can do, and I've worked all these years to do it. So no one's going to put more pressure on me than myself.
I do. God, I feel he's such a nice guy too, Daniel Ricciardo. Like you kind of feel bad for him.
So who can set the fastest lap today and start tomorrow's race on pole position?
In qualifying, it's all designed to set the order for the start of the race.
How can you guys not like the livery on that Mercedes? Even the Haas doesn't look that bad.
Qualifying is the moment that you see in these cars on the absolute limit. The driver pushing in.
Those tires are dusted.
Quite where the edge is.
That's Valtteri Bottas. That's Bottas wrecking his qualifying, wrecking his car.
It's not going to polish out, is it?
Oh, Bottas.
Guys, I just wanted to speak with you a few minutes before we need to go out on the track and see what we can do. So, from Jeans and my side, we are confident that we can do better than last year. I think on the pit stops, we have got a few new people, and it will be, I wouldn't say difficult, but we need to get used to new people in the pit stops. So, I think we can do it. Thank you very much, guys.
They had to leave out so much of that because it's probably like the actual technical talk.
He said that there should be really 3 minutes that he's warming up the carbon fiber.
My name is Kevin Magnussen. I'm 26 years old and I drive for Haas F1 team. Qualifying is really intense.
Yeah, he's good at it. He's so good at it.
There's a lot of pressure in Formula 1 to deliver results and to perform well. and that's the hardest thing about it.
Oh, now with Kevin Magnussen underneath the bridge. It's been done, touched, and that could have been very nasty indeed.
I don't have fear when I drive. I don't ever think about the consequences of crashing a car. I'm not worried about dying.
What did he just say? What did he just say? Kevin Magnussen is a dog, you know. He is a dog, you know. Jesus, I have no feeling.
To get the best results possible.
Ooh.
Okay, watch the traffic light and the white light.
Honestly, that was so hard. That was so hard. Hey, big up V1Z on the 2 a.m. time. I see you here.
To drive a lap fast, it's all rhythm and feeling.
So he's not worried about dying. I know he said that. I heard him say that. That's terrifying.
For me, it feels like flying.
Kind of because you are.
It's almost like having superpowers.
Magnussen, and he's absolutely nailed sectors 1 and 2. What's his time going to be? A 1:23.1, and that's a sensational lap from Haas.
Oh, the joy is the best part, bro. Look at that.
From Haas. They'll be 5th and 6th in tomorrow's race, the highest they've ever started in a Grand Prix. Great job. I'm really proud of you.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Who was his partner driver? Who was the second Haas driver in 2018? Yeah, wait, fill me in, guys. Who was the second Haas driver in 2018? I don't even know. I have no clue.
Hi, Gene. That wasn't bad, though. Fuck. So, yeah, with the big boys, yeah. Pretty cool. We start 5th and 6th.
When we started,
Oh, it's Roman Grosjean?
Gene supported me all the way and has put a lot of faith in me. And failing in doing this is not an option. We need to succeed.
So they've set up the sort of the two involved. This K-Mag, Grosjean, and Daniel Ricciardo, who we've seen so far.
World Championship.
I love race day. That feeling of
Oop,
having
dropped
the
a couple
fans, right there.
It's ringing.
Man like Grosjean, you know. Man like Grosjean. Love to see that. Love to see that for Roman Grosjean.
So a lot of fans, a lot of support, and let's try and give them something to cheer about.
How are you?
How are you, buddy?
Yeah. Good.
Good.
Oh, you just got in. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
See ya. Wow. Wow.
I know.
This is how the grid will line up. The reigning champion, Lewis Hamilton, on pole. Kimi Räikkönen in second, out-qualifying
Kimi.
his four-time world champion teammate, Sebastian Vettel.
Kimi in the Ferrari, you know.
Fourth. Kevin Magnussen is fifth, giving Haas their best ever start. Daniel Ricciardo is in eighth after receiving a penalty in practice, so he'll face a huge challenge to get a podium today.
When the race starts, it's a great moment to be actually in charge of one of the teams out there. That is what I dreamt for when I was a kid.
Really? Oh, look at him, bro. He's so. Gunther is a sick guy, you know. He's a dope guy.
You
everybody is ready to perform.
Gunther's the
Someone
man.
says they don't get nervous, they're lying. The nerves for me is that anticipation of what we're about to do.
Immediately before a race, I block out all of the other distractions.
Kimi was in the Ferrari for some seasons. Yeah. Also, I might have to not read some of the comments so you guys don't spoil things for
I'm
me.
very
Don't
conscious
spoil
that
things for
when
me.
I look into the driver's eye.
You hear me? This is your one warning. Don't spoil things. I'm trying to experience it for the first time. It's actually, guys, this is really, it's entertaining. Netflix knows how to make a good documentary series. I'll give them that.
You have a car going in excess of 200 miles an hour, racing wheel to wheel. These guys have an almost fighter pilot mentality, and that's what separates them from mere mortals.
Mere mortals.
I remember when he was little going to Melbourne, we had grandstand tickets right opposite the pits. All the drivers are there, and I'm thinking, that's somebody's child. And I was thinking for these poor mothers, and then I ended up being one of them. I never, ever, ever thought that I'd be there one day watching my son.
Oh, go off, Mom. Go off, Mom. I see you.
Radio. Check. Okay, so latest info. Wind is stronger today. So we've got headwind into turn 1.
Not gonna say who wins the championship.
We've got hundreds of people.
I'm about 95% sure Lewis Hamilton wins this title, if I'm not mistaken. That I at least know of, just because we've watched the Champions video for F1, where it went through like who won the title every year. Saying that, I did completely forget that Nico Rosberg won the championship at one point. Dude, the cinematography is so goddamn good. And then we got the onboard cameras too. That's sick. 8, 5, 4. Car alarm's going off outside. Jeez.
It's all instinctive.
First corner. Oh, Jesus. He dive bombed him.
He managed to get past Max Verstappen.
Come on, mate, straight in. I haven't got time for this.
Daniel Ricciardo down the inside. He's made up a place.
Emotionally, we're sort of always up and down. All I ever do is pray for a safe race, and then everything
Really?
else is a bonus.
It's the biggest thing that we're always worried about. Number one thing. Don't even like talking about it now. It makes me nervous.
Is safety. Which is, I mean, that's your kid. That's your kid.
It's hugely intense. You're looking an awful lot at numbers, at split times, at the sawtooth graphs.
Ricciardo's on charge up the inside of Nico Hulkenberg.
Nice job, mate.
Hulkenberg fights back. He's got the inside line, but Ricciardo sweeps on by.
Look at her. She does the same face I do. That. Ooh.
Two cars, two different outcomes.
Tires are going really hot.
Max recommends saving your overtake for the one place you feel Magnussen is most vulnerable.
Ooh.
No, fuck no.
Hey, he corrected it. He corrected it.
Roshan goes past, Ricciardo goes past.
For fuck's sake, man.
Okay, Max.
Yeah.
Oh, poor young Max. I mean, Max figured it out, so.
This is dreamland for Haas. So there's now only Mercedes and Ferraris in front of the young American Haas team.
Guys, I might have to be a fan of Haas. I've dogged on them so hard, but I didn't realize they were an American F1 team.
It's a big opportunity. They unknown what you're doing.
Oh, we've got a massive lookout. That's Magnussen.
Time to go, guys.
Okay. Box, Kevin, box, please come to box.
In the pit stops, that is the only time that you really get in touch with your team. You're on your own on the track. Everything is depending on you. When you pit, that changes completely. That's when you realize how much of a team effort it is.
Sick pit stop. Sick pit stop. Killed it.
Kevin Magnussen has pitted. I don't think he's tight. And who's that going slowly? It's Kevin Magnussen. Kevin Magnussen in the Haas. He's just come out of the pit lane. And
What
now
happened?
he's grinding to a halt. Stop for the car. Stop the car. Stop the car. Stop the car. Stop the car.
What even happened?
Magnussen was on for a sensational result, but now he's retiring.
It's heartbreaking. You don't want it to be true.
What the hell
By
happened?
the looks of things, one of those wheels isn't attached properly.
Oh, not that.
They've got two drivers.
No, not my pit lane crew. Oh.
Stay as calm as possible and focus on the race.
And they gotta go back out and do it again. You can't mess up those tires, homie. You gotta do better.
Grosjean is now pitted and makes his way back onto the circuit, so Ricciardo now has clear air. That's good news for the Red Bull team. As Grosjean, is that Grosjean going slowly? It is!
No way.
Stop the car, stop the car. Right back, Grosjean pulling over in the other Haas. So both Haases, as soon as they leave the pit lane, have ground to a halt. Unbelievable.
What could have been one of their best weekends on a racetrack has turned into absolute disaster.
I feel for the Haas team. I feel so awful for them. Oh my gosh. All because of two tires in the pit stop. Ruin an entire weekend. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
When you see it happen on the screen,
Absolute Haas class.
this is not real. We lost the goal in 2 laps.
2 laps. Wheel gun failure. Disaster class. Oh, I hate you guys. I hate you guys. You cannot call it a disaster class. That's so peak.
It's easy in my position to blame somebody, but then in the end, the buck stops with me.
Forward and media here, are you happy to speak to people?
Oh, yeah, they need to, yeah, it's fine.
It's a sad afternoon. We've seen all your people, they're heartbroken as well as the drivers. How is it to be a boss in a moment like that?
I mean, in the end, as a boss, you need to lead. I'm sure my disappointment is as big as theirs. We need first to see what went wrong before we can fix it.
But the race continues.
Otherwise, you say some nasty words? Okay, thanks.
We were in 4th and 5th position,
Help me. Yep, with those guys. Yeah.
and that would have been by far the best result for the team in its history.
That's so
I don't know,
disappointing.
Gene. I don't have the answer to that one. We just fucked this one up. Doesn't make it right. I know that, saying it fucked it up, it doesn't make it right. Just like same mistake. It's unbelievable. The 2 guys putting the wheel on, they were new.
You know what? I'm just now tying that all together. That he literally said that in that team meeting. That's why they took those snippets from whatever team meeting he had that they had a new pit team and that they would have to work on it. And here they are with the new pit team, and the pit team is fucked up.
Finished 4th and 5th here. We fucking look like rock stars, huh? Now we're a fucking bunch of wankers. Yeah. Clowns here. I will do a proper investigation, Gene. Don't worry, you know that. I will fix it. Trust me.
Someone lost their job that weekend. Unfortunately, I think so. Yes, see, Antonio, I did record a Eurovision video yesterday, and I accidentally deleted it, and I hated myself this morning for doing that. So, fucking bunch of wank. Dude, I'm all aboard the Steiner. Gunther is a G. Gunther is...
But the wheels were not completely on, you know.
You can't even look him in the eye. You can't even look him in the eye. He feels awful.
Running in 3rd position, 4th for Daniel Ricciardo. He's fought his way back from 8th place. If he can get on the podium today, it would mean so much for Daniel Ricciardo.
Play that is blistering pace. I don't want to let him breathe. Do the right thing. Let's keep the pressure on. Understood. No Australian has been classified in the top 3 of their home race. He will be doing his damnedest on this final lap.
Go on, Daniel.
Understood.
Sebastian Vettel wins the Grand Prix. Hamilton 2nd. 3rd.
Oh, no. Lag. Sorry. There we go. Should be fixed.
Just Kimi Raikkonen with Daniel Ricciardo in 4th.
Oh. Unlucky.
Half a second in it. Well done, mate. That was a very good job today, mate. You did get the quickest lap of the race.
Yeah, I tried.
We had serious pace today. We had a real chance at the podium, and I wanted it so bad. I really believe that I should be winning more frequently. I believe I've got the talent and I put in the work. So it's not anger, but it's frustration that comes through.
And the winner from Germany,
Vettel in the Ferrari. Dude, he felt me so hard. Oh, I really do feel bad for Daniel Ricciardo, but he's such a G.
You got the crowd excited.
Yeah, I tried.
They were cheering you on.
That's right.
I mean, the pace when you dropped back and you banged in at 25.
Even I didn't think we were that quick.
It's a long season. You know, these cars develop so quickly. You'll know where you'll be starting, but you don't know where you'll be finishing. Things change.
I'd love to be winning tomorrow if I could. That's my ultimate dream. I'm pretty far from that at the moment.
Okay, Mag, I
I
mean...
know that things like that don't happen overnight.
They don't. They really don't.
A great team that I can grow and prepare myself. And hopefully one day I can get a chance to fight for a championship.
We should have done better. Everybody in Haas wants to do better, but so does everybody else. Why you watch Formula 1? You want to see action, you want to see drama, you want to see the underdog making a good result. A story. Each race should have a story, and the story should not be all the time Mercedes or Ferrari wins, because that story gets old pretty quick.
My teammate Max is becoming more of a threat.
He's one of the most exciting talents in Formula 1. Able to be the faster driver of the two. There's no more brutal lesson than what he's just had.
Phenomenal. It's my racing hero. Okay, Carlos.
Ooh, the previews are sick. You know what? No more previews. To the next episode. Wait. Do we need to pause? Everyone, let me. I'm sorry. We're skipping right to the next episode. I think I will give you guys the lowdown. I'll give you guys the plan. The plan is to 100% get through 3 episodes. We'll do 3. We'll see how we're feeling. We'll sort of decide if we want to continue after that. But yeah, so far I think this has been a good start. It's been Tom Charles, I don't want to talk to you right now. I watched that Chelsea game. I bet on the Chelsea game. I bet on Chelsea to win, and lo and behold, it did not happen. So Arsenal to snatch third, probably not. Chelsea still have the upper hand. Arsenal would have to win every single one of their games. So, and that's not going to happen. Hate to see that for you. Daniel got the podium if he did not get the grid penalty. I mean, yeah, I didn't even think about the grid penalty. But it's Kimi. It's Kimi Räikkönen in a Ferrari. It's Kimi Räikkönen in a Ferrari. His last win was in the USA. Ugh. Okay, we're going to continue. We're going to continue on now. We are on to episode 2, the King of Spain. Fernando Alonso. That's such a G. What a G. Let's do this. Let's do the damn thing. Oh, lag. We might lag at the beginning of the episode, guys. Apologies. Yeah, it's gonna lag to start.
So we get the central nervous system firing in sort of a race intensity. It's really high intensity. And then the lateral band walk. We'll do that twice through. And then we'll go get in the sauna and chill out.
No cameras in the sauna. No. You don't want to see what happens in there.
Vamos.
I think motorsport has been in my blood since I was a kid.
Power up, power.
I was actually 2 years old when I was given my first go-kart.
Power, 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 run, come on, push.
My name is Carlos Sainz. I drive for Renault Sport Formula 1.
Faster feet, come on, faster.
Yeah.
Madrid, Spain.
Big Ferrari Carlos.
When I was 9 years old, I remember seeing Fernando Alonso winning the World Championship.
With Renault, yeah.
In 2005, I met Fernando Alonso in the Spanish Grand Prix. I remember going back home and saying to my dad, I want to be like Fernando Alonso. I want to be a Formula 1 driver. Hope one day I can add my name to the list of Spanish drivers that have won a Formula 1 race.
Fernando, who will win in the championship between you and Carlos?
I think it's difficult to predict, but it depends of our teams a little bit. But
the lag in the beginning, I'm so sorry, guys. The lag is awful. Say the name of the driver you didn't know in the race. The name of the driver I didn't know in the race. Romain Grosjean? Magnussen? I don't know. Sirotkin? I don't know who that is. Streaming next week's race. Yeah, sure. Yes, we definitely will be. Lag.
If I have to bet, my money I will put on McLaren and myself.
Oh my goodness.
What's happening to Carlos Sainz and his...
Wait, were they teammates?
Fernando Alonso. Sainz is taking a long way round onto the gravel. That's never going to win out that particular Spanish children. Fernando Alonso is on his way home now. 5th place in this race. And what a performance that is.
I think it's just going to take some time for the lag to buffer out, guys. So sorry.
Definitely a good race, and we should be proud of that. But I think there is a lot more to come.
Carlos Sainz now puts Fernando Alonso under pressure. Is he going to try and launch one? He is down the inside. Alonso saw him coming.
him and I did not realize Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso had this little rivalry.
Fernando Alonso is my racing hero, but I really want to beat him because I've been losing against him. I really want payback.
So it's going to be the Homer Renault, Surrey, England. Oh, it's McLaren. Oh, Jesus.
My view of McLaren has always been that
I think we finally got the lag out,
racing
guys.
team in the world.
Lag finally
When I
gone.
got the
Thank
call
goodness.
to work here, it was extremely special. My name is Zach Brown. I'm Executive Director of McLaren Technology Group. I've been in motor racing my entire life. I'm now 46 years old. We have a lot to offer at McLaren. We've been absolutely dominant over the years.
And McLaren have already broken just about every record in the book.
You show up every day and look down the boulevard, and have the first thing you see is Niki Lauda's car,
Wow, that's so sick.
Ayrton Senna's car.
And Ayrton Senna crosses the line. He is world champion.
We've got thousands of employees running around here that all share the same passion and desire to win. We've got a massive fan base, but it's been pretty hard to cheer for us because we've not been anywhere near racing at the front. You know, it's been a difficult 5-year run. Get rid of this because you're kind of shifting. This is all drivers. I felt I could contribute to making a difference. We do everything in dollars.
If you're happy for me to flip them all to dollars, which I've done on the last page.
Flip them all to dollars.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's not fun. And so I wanted to get into an environment that I had some work to do, as opposed to maybe joining a team that's on the top and you've got kind of only one way to go.
Well, sir, looking at the current state of McLaren, I'm not sure you're doing a fantastic job, but we move, you know. That is you guys are exactly correct. I had no clue who that man was. And I'm not sure. I do want to know who this man is.
Winter testing is the first opportunity.
He's not like Gunther.
Get
He's not as
see
charismatic
new
as
cars
Gunther.
for
You
this
can tell
year
off the bat.
out on track. It's really a first opportunity for the teams to put their cars through their paces to see if they're as good as they hope they're going to be, if they're as fast as they hope they're going to be,
Will Buxton.
if they are reliable.
Two guys I didn't know.
Higher for McLaren. They are trying to rebuild themselves into a competitive championship-winning team after so many years of disappointment. If they don't get it right this year, they're going to lose their driver.
I think Fernando is one of the best drivers in the history of Formula One. I don't think there's a team that won't have Fernando in their racing cars. So
Fernando Alonso.
Stay
Fernando.
With us, I think is a big vote of confidence of how he feels we will race this year.
My name is Fernando Alonso. I'm 2 times world champion and I race for McLaren.
I have a lot of power on the things that I may say. So I feel that responsibility, that leadership, and I try to guide the team in the best way possible.
I feel confident this year. We want to come out pretty strong and demonstrate that we're going to be back to our winning ways.
But are you, though? But are you back to your winning ways?
Okay, yeah, that's sounded clear for me. Winter testing is always a moment of the year where we are all optimistic.
Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. The beginning of this episode feels just like pure arrogance. Like, it kind of, like, it's seeping arrogant. Like, The Zach Brown dude. Just so arrogant. And even Fernando Alonso, you can kind of feel it. Like, he kind of just feels mega arrogant in this. And not, Zach Brown is chill. Zach's great. I'm not sold on that. Like, I'm not sold on that. He's rubbing me the wrong way. He's rubbing me the wrong way. I can't lie to you.
We have a lot of trust and faith on the car.
It's just like a first impression thing. Like, I want to believe in the power of McLaren here, but
Okay, nice work, Fernando. I need multifunction C2, position 4, please. Yes, okay.
When I joined the team, we were fighting for the World Championship, and that was a different role than what we have now, which is try to fight back and bring the team back to the top positions.
This pace is really good. Copy.
oh.
Alonso's had a crash. Well, he's gone off. The wheels come off his car.
It's rare this happens in testing. It's better that it happens now than it happens once you get to the first race. But it's, shall we say, it's a worrying thing to happen.
To crash during testing.
Fernando's not going to be happy.
Formula One is not easy to hide anything in winter testing. So many people and so many cameras. There are a lot of eyes on everyone.
We need to have this. Crucial moment.
See, he's so. I actually, you know what, I take it back. I like Fernando Alonso's arrogance. I like that. He's got that personality, and it fits.
We are ready for a cracking 2018 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The paddock is really starting to come to life.
I'm excited to be back here. Obviously, I'd love to win. It should be a fun race.
In a race that could just conjure up anything in the next 51 laps. And you can feel it, the pressure in the air.
Make sure to be very clear in your analysis of the tires. But it's better to have, even if one is the best, it's better to have a two optimized than one that is not as pregnant, really.
The electronics go.
2018 has to be a season where Renault shows that we are progressing, and therefore our ambition to be fighting at the top in a few years' time is incredible. My name is Cyril Abiteboul. I am managing director of Renault Sport Formula One. But
Where is the Renault team now?
Lineup of driver.
Who replaced guys? Actually, this is a solid question. I didn't even think about this. Where is the Renault team? Where did they go? Who replaced them? So I'm trying to think, and off the top of my head, I don't even know.
And Geico is one of the strongest in the grid.
There was no turning back.
The midfield is extremely tight. McLaren right now, they are our most direct competitor. If we have the ability to beat them, we say a lot about the progression of Renault. We need to deliver what people are expecting from us. If I don't deliver, I'm third.
He said that very worryingly. Azerbaijan.
There's always going to be people making mistakes in Baku. For me, it's one of the most challenging tracks in Formula 1 at the moment.
And just a reminder about the tailwind in 3, 4, 15 and 16.
If you stay out of trouble, you could actually think about a top 5 finish.
Check. Yeah, Fernandez is now It's the fastest street circuit in the world, and always that gives a lot of adrenaline for the spectators and for drivers as well.
So the cars begin their formation lap in Baku. One more chance to warm their tyres and warm their brakes.
It's a very particular track because you've got a first sector that is dominated by 90-degree corners. And you talk to the drivers, they tell you it's like driving very, very fast in cage. And you've got sector 2, which is very twisty.
Oh, I don't like this track.
Sector 3 is pretty much one corner and a straight.
Okay, Fernando. 5 seconds to go.
It's so dramatic, though. It's so sick. This is so sick. Renault became Alpine. Oh, Alpine is Renault. Okay. Haas. Oh, damn. You cannot tell me that did not look so cool.
It's a black flag situation. What these guys they do, destroy the complete race.
We had 2 punctures and the car was nearly undrivable.
Okay, the 2 box.
It was, say, not fair to have that damaged car on lap 1 and not having the possibility to fight back.
Is he just going to try to make the pits? He does make the pits.
Go back to the pit lane and change those tires. The desire of keep racing.
Holy sh!
It was not the moment to retire that car.
Dude, you're dragging the car on the ground. What? Just stop.
I think most drivers would have parked the car.
I
would have even thought about continuing in the race.
That's insane that he made that car that far. The second tire isn't even there.
Race isn't over.
Wow. You know what? Fair play to Fernando Alonso. That's nutty to me.
Okay, Carlos, how is the balance?
Yeah, all good.
Here goes Carlos Sainz. He's up in 6th place. Tries to go around the outside, nothing doing.
At that point in the race, I really started attacking and really pushing flat out.
Carlos Sainz is on Verstappen's tail. Brilliant racing from all 3 drivers.
My name is Carlos Oñoro. I'm Carlos Sainz manager.
Kind of looks like him. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, for me, it's heart attack after heart attack. Qualifying until the end of the race, it's like a roller coaster.
Carlos Sainz looking very recent. It means a lot to be racing against Red Bull and to be pressuring them.
In a race like Baku, where you see that he's fighting for 4th, for 5th position, which is not normal, it's always exciting.
Verstappen might go down the inside, and he
Verstappen does, yeah.
A podium is always something that you are aiming for. The difficulty is that there are 3 top teams, 2 cars each. That's already 6th position. Therefore, that leaves little room for us.
Baku was the old Jeddah. Honestly, imagine both of those courses in a season. That would be unbelievable. Hey, don't hate on Vegas yet. Don't hate on Vegas yet.
Gonna start losing time with the Red Bull.
Okay, so box to slap, box to slap.
Copy.
Carlos Sainz into the pits then. He's had to let the Red Bulls go.
The Red Bulls had pulled away. They were 10, 15 seconds ahead of me, and they were both fighting each other.
Ricciardo desperate to get past Max Verstappen, but Verstappen aggressively defending against his teammate.
Yeah. The beginning of the end for Daniel Ricciardo at Red Bull. Oh, it really is the beginning of the end. Holy hell.
Yellow flags, turn one. Yellow turn one. Double yellow turn one. Turn one. Both Red Bulls off at turn one.
When you are driving for one of the teams in the midfield, I'm not going to say I will celebrate the top teams crashing to each other, but if Carlos goes up 2 places because the drivers decide to collide, it's good for him and he gained 2 places for free.
Safety car, safety car, safety car in this lap. Okay, which position am I? You're currently P7. Okay.
Now we've got 3 laps to go, but not many till the end. So new tires. We need to overtake Grosjean.
Right, on board then with Grosjean. He's weaving around, trying to get temperature to the tyres.
Oh my god. Roman! Oh my god! Oh, Grosjean. Grosjean. That is so cringe. That is so bad. It's another disaster class. I hate myself for saying that. That's why. Why?
There you go. Okay, Grosjean crash. Next one, P6.
That just is so, that I love that.
Safety car. I'm speechless.
For real.
That's how quick things can change it in Formula 1. Ouch.
On the safety car lap?
Alonso. Anna, you're doing an amazing job. This pace is really good. Okay. Okay, guys. How many laps to the end are we now? 7 laps remaining now. You're gaining 4 tenths per lap to the cars ahead. Keep focus. Sorry.
Did you ran across some debris?
At that point, I remember thinking about giving it a shot at that podium place. Two laps remaining now.
Sainz has pulled out from behind the slipstream. Nice move there. And he's now up in the 5th place.
Oh, taking over Leclerc.
We need to focus on the last lap.
Oh, come on, Carlos, don't crash.
Carlos Sainz comes home to finish in 5th.
That's a good finish, right? Yeah, they'll take that.
Alonso finishes as the 2nd Spaniard in this race.
Nice job, mate. P5, well done. Good job, guys.
Following his earlier incident, it's amazing Alonso finished at all. Only a driver of his caliber could have got that car to the end.
Well, you feel proud of your team, of your abilities also driving that car, of your commitment.
you ended up with P7, and you feel very, very proud of that drive.
It was by far the best race of the season for me. Personally, despite the start, we will fight until the checkered flag.
Right. What do you have next?
Finishing fifth was the best team result since we returned to Formula One, but we are still behind McLaren in terms of the championship.
Nice drive.
It was one of those weekends that you go back home really happy because you've contributed to a very big team result.
Yeah, really good fun.
Yeah, the red clips were like all over the place. Thank you.
Okay, big up to you. Big up to you.
Leclerc got a very good clip. Yeah. But then I got him back. I said, this guy's not leaving me no fucking way. I went bananas to him. Like,
Little does he know now. I mean, he does know now. But little did we know then. Gorgeous house. And then watching the footy.
every time I'm in Spain, I try to organize a dinner at home. You get to disconnect a bit from the races and you really get to have some fun.
Eso es falta. No dejes que se vaya. Claro. Me encanta.
Carlos is my younger cousin, so we are very close. We've been very close since he was born, basically.
Now, I knew they looked alike. Listen, I called it. I knew they look alike.
His father is my uncle. Even if you haven't heard about Carlos Sainz, the motorsport legend, when you meet him, you can tell he's a powerful guy.
Joder, venga ya, hombre. Y ahora mira, burreo. Joder.
And obviously, if you know something about sports, well, Carlos' father is an icon of motorsport. For Carlos Jr., growing up with his dad has had positives and negatives. You've got free advice from a legend. At the same time, I think it was a little bit tough because everywhere that Carlos went racing, he was like pointed out that, look, that's the son of Carlos Sainz. I want to beat that guy. That kind of jealousy he has had to...
It's just a target on your back. It's just a target on your back from having a family legacy sort of with it, which is fair. He's a massive Real fan. Well, I hate to see that for him. Actually, I don't hate to see that for him. I mean, they had how much success? I mean, Real Madrid is the most successful club in the world. So, I mean, imagine he's an Atletico fan. That'd be even better.
If I could be invisible, I would love to be invisible. This is his life, his sport, his time, and I have been enough time in the camera, so I'm quite happy to leave him alone.
Does he live with him? That's so awkward.
Obviously, I know that my dad is a very famous name. I'm incredibly proud to be his son. But me personally, I want to create my own name, my own career in Formula One.
Carlos is...
Do they all live together? Jesus.
Somehow, and I remember how I was with 22, 23. He's quite smart sometimes.
Oh, look at this. This is not a dog. This is a piece of shit.
Oh, that's why I call it the Spanish rivalry. Fernando and Carlos. If you could consider it much of that. It's just mainly because they're at Barcelona.
It is emotional racing in Spain for me. It is once a year that you have the home Grand Prix.
Please do not push. For safety reasons, please do not push the floor.
You know, the amount of work you put off track to make people happy, to sign as many autographs as possible, to take time for the kids, to take pictures, to give presents, you know, whatever you can do to make people happy, you try to do it that weekend.
Oh, look at all the little kids on the carts.
Fit in this seat.
Yeah, this is this one. I've not been done by in years.
Yeah?
Too old.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, I've done it for so long.
Karting has been, for me, probably the best part of my racing career. I've been in go-karts for more than 15 years, and probably the best memories are coming from that part of my life.
Just chatting shit to Lewis Hamilton. It's the reason Mick raced under a different name for many years. What? Really?
When you start racing and you jump in a go-kart,
I mean, but it's Mick like the Schumacher name.
there is some kind of freedom. As a kid, you normally follow your parents and your friends and your teacher.
Living with your parents isn't that untypical? Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that.
Some rules. And the first time you are behind the wheel, you are yourself. You are alone on a racetrack. That feeling, I think, together with the speed, and together with the
He's clearly the second driver. He is, unfortunately.
It's difficult not to fall in love.
I want Carlos Sainz to be better, but I think the only way he could compete with Leclerc realistically is if Mercedes, I think, joined the fight. So it would be 3 teams that they'd have to focus on. They could focus on each other, and then it's like a driver free-for-all.
Maybe 16, 17 races a year out of 21. My sisters and my mom told me that he gets a bit too nervous if he doesn't.
Carlos Sainz's sister! Sheesh! Hey, listen.
Grand Prix weekend.
Sheesh!
I reckon Grosjean's not coming round turn 1. What do you reckon?
Might make what? 2.
That is goated. You could hear them shit talk about the other drivers. Grosjean, I did not realize, guys, was such a crash artist, but fair play.
Alonso's in 8th, just 1 place ahead of his fellow Spaniard.
I am a competitive guy. I always visualize winning. That guy who was your hero, your killer instinct immediately comes in and you suddenly take it as one rival more that you want to be.
When you are on the grid, you go into that zone, into that moment of it's just the car and yourself. Compete, race, win. You just need to deliver.
And radio check, Carlos?
Yeah, all good.
There is only one guy who's allowed to talk to the driver when he's out there on track. It's a race engineer for Carlos. It's Carol.
Okay, Carlos. Good luck, mate.
So the Barcelona GP.
Last car approaching the grid.
It's a good start for Carlos Sainz. Can he keep ahead of Alonso coming into turn 1? Oh, he just manages it. But he's out wide and in the gravel. That's Alonso's chance to go round the outside. He's in trouble too. Oh, and up is Grosjean.
Oh my god, Grosjean really did crash. Oh my... I can't do this. I can't do this. Roman, please. Just stop crashing. Oh my god. I'm so disappointed. Because I was like, why are they actually talking smack about Roman Grosjean like that? Like, that's not cool. It's so justified. It's so damn justified. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed for him. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and there's a Renault involved as well. Is that Carlos Sainz?
Oh, it's not.
No, that looks like Nico Hülkenberg.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
It was Grosjean. Exactly what I said at the beginning. I said he's not coming around turn one.
Jesus.
Racing once again. Sainz is up in eighth place.
And Sainz is pressuring Magnussen for 7th. Tries to go around the outside at turn 3. Not going to get through there.
Down in 11th.
And here's Alonso in 11th. He's now trying to attack Ocon in the same place. And he is going to go around the outside. He's still got it, hasn't he? What a move.
Okay, Carlos, so box this lap. Going in, Carlos with it. So you will be close to Ericsson or pit exit. Okay.
For pit.
Alonso's caught Hartley on the straight. And he's got him.
Sainz is going for it here with Marcus Ericsson.
Trying to go around the outside. Ericsson just leads on him.
Oh, they're going to touch on him.
That is some great side-by-side action. Unbelievably close.
He has to look after his tyres. Our race isn't with Ericsson, mate.
Sainz is desperate to overtake Ericsson. Ericsson's long overdue a pit stop. Don't forget these tyres need to last Sainz to the end of the Grand Prix.
Why are you going to pass? He's so fast on the straight.
Keep him calm, He doesn't need to pass it. It's the cars behind him he's to worry about.
Does he know that's Leclerc and Alonso behind him? Okay, Carlos. Behind you, you have Leclerc and Alonso. Let's stay calm. We need to focus on tyres. Copy. In the race, you go into that more aggressive mode. You know that you are in your home Grand Prix and you know that you need to make moves to try and gain positions, to try and put on a good show.
Leclerc and Alonso behind, not Ericsson. That's what I just told him. Tell him again and tell him to drop back and stop fucking racing him, please.
Oh, they're pissed.
Tell him he's going to wear his fronts out and we're going to lose this race.
Look after the tyres and bring it home, please.
Marcus Ericsson is finally off to the pits, unleashing Sainz into 7th place. But just behind is Charles Leclerc, who's getting passed by Fernando Alonso. Alonso in 8th now.
Next car behind you now is Alonso. 6 laps to go.
Oh, 6 laps to go to hold off Fernando Alonso.
When you say drop, you mean a little tiny wincy one or something we're going to be scared of?
Quite scared, yeah. We were down to around 2 car. Okay.
Oh, the engine.
Oh, he over raced it.
You'll drop out. Turn the engine up, please, Carol. Scenario 1.
Sainz has engine trouble. He'll be down on power for these final few laps.
No me lo puedo creer si quedaba nada.
Carlos Sainz.
Fernando Alonso's going to catch him, isn't he? He's going to catch him.
Right, what can we do through 3? Can we go a little bit easier through 3 so we don't get those dropouts?
It will help, but it probably won't stop it.
Okay, Carlos, we need to take it easy to turn 3. How easy? Like how much? We need a big lift up.
Like that is good. Like that is very good.
Okay, keep doing that, please.
Alonso is 8 seconds behind. 8 seconds behind.
So I really needed to slow down, but at the same time I had Fernando pushing behind me.
Okay, Fernando, Sainz is slowing. I want 100% focus on Sainz.
Okay. Jesús.
Ha dicho engine. Tiene que entrar muy despacio en la curva 3 porque se queda sin...
Pues verás ahora Fernando cómo va a apretar.
Fernando Alonso has just put in his fastest lap of the race.
Oh my God, Fernando's gonna catch him, isn't he? Oh, that's so disheartening.
Lap times of Fernando.
Okay, 2 laps to go. 5-second gap to Alonso behind.
I'm honestly, if I'm Sainz, I'm now pushing it. You have 2 laps. It's 2 laps. No, buffer. Why buffer now?
Alonso is continuing to gain on Sainz.
This is the last lap.
I'm going balls to the wall. I'm not letting him catch me.
And there's Carlos Sainz.
And the Renault does it, finishing 7th in front of McLaren's Fernando Alonso.
Menos mal, mira Fernando donde le tenía ya, ¿eh? En el juego te subido.
Nice job, mate. P7, well done.
Good job, Carlos. Beat McLaren.
Oh, when he opened the radio, he went engine. No fucking way.
Great to get ahead of lockdown start.
And McLaren. Overtook them in the championship.
We had some high hopes. I think we are the underdogs now. It's not a place McLaren is used to being.
Oh, goodness.
It's a very decent finish for us.
Okay.
I think we have a team that is definitely finally starting to believe.
Fernando was, the first world champion in Formula One for Spain. Carlos has a great respect for him. He's competing with his hero.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Fernando is the best driver in motorsport at the moment. So I know I'm fighting against the best, even if it's for P7.
Obviously, Fernando and Carlos are a different generation.
Different generation of
Carlos
Spanish talent.
knows he's the next Spanish driver in Formula One, but he wants to do things his own way.
He gotta find a way to win a title.
It's incredible, how life is. When I met him when I was 10, who would have told me that 14 years later I would have ended up battling against the best.
Okay, cheers, guys. Thanks for coming. Thank you.
This year, I've had to look for another contract.
Danny's very much at a crossroads.
What if I just break free?
Max is their chosen star.
The better I do, the better offers I get.
Until I lift that trophy, I won't be satisfied.
This is my time. It's my fucking time.
Is it though, Daniel? Is it your time though? We hate to see that. Okay, on to episode 3. We are gonna do one. We're gonna do one more episode, guys. One more episode 3, and then oh my goodness. Honestly, I still feel so bad for Romain Grosjean. That I don't get how the L's just keep piling up for him, but they really do, and I feel so disappointed. I'm disappointed for him. But okay, one last episode. And then we might do another stream tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling. Redemption. Ooh, redemption. I like the sound of it. Okay. Once again, guys, I apologize. It's gonna buffer. It's gonna buffer in the start. Let's be completely honest with each other. It's gonna buffer. We just gotta get through the buffer. It's all good. We got this.
Let's just touch on Azerbaijan. It's dull for you that day.
Very.
Christian Horner is a dog. That man's got a dog mentality.
The two Red Bulls go for it. Ricciardo fends off Max Verstappen.
We talked about it before the race. Both drivers had nodded in agreement that they'd give each other space.
Come on, buffer. Come on, buffer.
If you're Christian Horner, you are not enjoying this for 1 second. Verstappen is in no mood whatsoever to yield to his team
He literally did cut him off.
They have crashed. They've gone into each other.
It was a low point, and I made my feelings very clear to both drivers.
We were fighting for positions, but yeah, of course, you never want to crash your teammates.
I was sure of what happened. You know, I was sure that
Unless you're Nico Rosberg, then you don't
I
care.
wasn't the cause of it. I was kind of made to feel guilty.
I mean, you kind of are both at fault there.
And I think, what am I going to achieve doing one more year with Red Bull?
Okay, what are we saying? What are we saying? Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that actually? Would you guys say is that Daniel Ricciardo's fault for that crash, or would you guys say? I don't even know whose fault is that crash? You could say Max probably for cutting him off, but even then, I don't think it's that bad of a crash.
Happier. Having a fresh start.
Bernie, Flavy, come here.
Come on.
Bernie, come here.
Oh my God, this buffer.
Oh, back you go.
He got kicked by a donkey yesterday. Come on. Look what we got.
Look who's here. Max and Daniel.
Yeah.
They are very similar to a couple of donkeys.
Sometimes they love each other and sometimes they butt each other.
In fact, managing donkeys is sometimes easier than managing drivers.
All these drivers, they all have slight insecurities, like any great sportsman. Life is being made difficult for them. Why? Because we've got this exciting, emerging talent in Max Verstappen. Max isn't yet
Little does he
21,
know.
so
I love
think
that.
they're just drivers at different stages in their career.
And Max, I mean, we all know what Max would go on to do. So
By the time we get to the August break, I'm going to be ready for some time off.
Yeah.
It's going to be an important year for Daniel in his career because he's very much at a crossroads. We'd love to extend the agreement with him, but do you know what? If he doesn't want to be here, that's Formula One. It's a big boy sport.
So what's coming up in the next few races?
Monaco next race.
So is this one of your favourites?
Yeah. Be good to see Max get a result.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, what are we saying? What Stewart said? Both Max.
So
Both. Max. Jesus.
as early as possible.
Max moved under braking. People say Max because people hate him.
Kimi,
Carter did wait very late.
Valtteri has a bad year. How long are they going to give him before they make a decision?
Yeah,
They
exactly.
want to keep him.
Since joining Red Bull, it's the first time I've ever had to look for another contract or kind of been in a position to negotiate, to have discussions with other teams.
What's being weighed up by us now is whether or not we make one of those tactical moves somewhere else. And the question is, obviously, where? I guess the only thing on my mind is get results now, because the better I do, the better offers I'm going to have probably from other teams. Obviously want to be fighting for the World Championship.
Based on things as they are right now, Merck and Ferrari would be the two obvious candidates, but you know,
anything can happen.
I don't think he never got to either one.
While Red Bull Racing are nowhere near the competitive force that they were when they won 4 World Championships in a row, I think that pales into insignificance when you see where Williams are compared to where they were at that same point in time.
Ready?
Goes faster than our car.
Didn't hear that, Nate.
So I am Claire Williams, and I am the Deputy Team Principal of the Williams Martini Racing Team.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And imagine, here's the thing. Imagine as an F1 driver watching this documentary and hearing people that obviously help run and operate the car that you're in, or help manage your like day-to-day life, hearing them talk shit about you. Like, that would blow my mind.
It's been in my family throughout my whole life. Started by my dad, Frank Williams, back in 1977, so we've been racing for 41 years now.
It became an enormous success story of the 80s and 90s. Winning 16 World Championships, 114 races, and all as a small independent team started by a boy with a dream when he was very, very young. My youth was spent helping out around the team. So it really is everything. It's a big part of what defines it. But I do believe since...
Well, it hasn't gone really well now, has it, though?
which we operate is a very different place.
Yeah, then why'd they say... Okay. Oh, that's why they could talk shit, because it's not...
2014 and 2015,
It wasn't their driving. Okay.
It's a hard thing to turn around.
We face much greater competition, we face much more challenging circumstances in which we have to race and operate our team. But sport's not supposed to be easy. Winning isn't easy, and that's why it's so amazing when you do, because you deserve it. And at the moment, we don't deserve to win. We've got to put the work in if we're going to change that.
In just 5 years, they've gone from fighting for pole positions and podiums to scrapping to get off the last row of the grid.
You know, there's always a lot of criticism, but you can't listen to it. You just have to keep going and believe that what you are doing will make changes.
Now, Williams are going to be getting to the stage where they're trying to work out if there's an ingrained problem they need to change. Do they need to change their whole outlook?
This car has not been performing as we'd expect. The first few races, we were literally the slowest team on the track.
I've been given a wonderful opportunity, and I only agreed to do it because I thought at the time that I could help turn the business around.
To be very clear, we aren't going down that road of a B team. If any of you that know me well would know that it would be over my dead body. You will never read in the press that Williams has turned itself into a junior team or a B team.
I've got this whole history that I need to protect. If under my...
Have they kind of become that? Have Williams kind of become the beat? Didn't they give up their star driver to Mercedes though? Am I wrong in saying that? I might be wrong in saying that. I don't know. Yeah, I might be wrong in saying that. But I mean, I like Williams.
That were all to go horribly, horribly wrong. It would be my fault.
Monaco looks like it could be a painful weekend. The car is clearly the slowest in the field, and more than just Formula One fans watch Monaco because it's bonkers.
I cannot wait for Monaco this year. That's going to be so dope.
Monaco is my favourite race on the calendar. It's the most...
Monaco's the big one. It's where all the glitter artsy are. You've got the boats, the harbour, the celebrities.
I'll go to Monaco.
Just exudes money, glamour,
That's a lot of cool shit in a small space.
Monaco is Monaco. It's the oldest race on the calendar. It's the prestigious one. So much heritage, so much history.
It's an absolutely incredible sight. The cars roaring around the circuit at fantastic speed.
The track is the same that has been at pretty much all 76 Grand Prix. All the greats have raced and won in Monaco. Fangio, Graham Hill, Ayrton Senna. The pressure and the prestige that goes with that race, if you come out on top, winning that Grand Prix, it's bigger than anything else.
It's so gorgeous. That's so gorgeous. Never been to Monaco, but would definitely love to go.
Targeted this from the very start of the
That is
season.
awesome.
Their car will be super.
Yeah, LOL Will Smith. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw Will Smith too. Hey, we'll leave that.
Because they seem to be putting more and more weight behind Max Verstappen for its future.
But it's up to conversation if they're a B team or not. It kind of seems like it. She left Williams?
Max has got that sort of magic dust around him. He's the next generation.
She left Williams?
I like that one.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, how much do you think that boat cost? 1.8.
1.8.
Because I've been on that one in Ibiza.
Oh yeah?
Honestly, you lose yourself on the boat. Like compared to you have to call other people. Like, where are you on the boat?
Mate, it's like a cruise ship.
My name is Max Verstappen, driving for Aston Martin Rebel Racing in Formula 1. And
Maxi! Max.
So I live in Monaco. For me, it's just like I'm at home, really. Just a bit busier.
He lives in Monaco?
During a race weekend, so...
You have to do your own clothes washing.
Nah, luckily my mom is here, so...
Max really lives in Monaco? That's so sick. Because he's the future.
What would it mean for a driver in Daniel's position to know that this kid who's come in as the young buck is promised more than he's on? That's going to hurt.
I mean, look, they've invested a lot in Max. One thing that Red Bull love to do is create headlines, break records. If he could be the youngest ever world champion, that's a dream scenario for them.
Is he the youngest ever world champion?
It's clearly.
Is Max Verstappen the youngest world champion? I mean, 2021 he got there.
Sent for number one status. Verstappen has the contract in place. Daniel's looking for a new one, and that will be playing on Daniel's mind.
Max is clearly one of the big names of Formula 1 for the next 10 years, but Daniel is still hugely important to Red Bull.
They knew, honestly, Christian Horner knows what he's talking about. The man knows the future.
I just want you to know that there are no number one drivers here. You know, nothing would give us greater pleasure than to see him achieve the world championship with one of our cars.
Whatever he says, I don't believe that's the relationship, and I think Max is their chosen star for the future.
Yeah. And I hope he feels he's got a huge amount of support in the team.
I like, what is the reporter's name? Will Buxton. He kind of keeps it real. He keeps it very real.
There's no pressure to have the youngest world
Vettel
champion.
is the youngest world champion? Okay.
Anything like that.
Most rich people live in Monaco. Lando lives in Monaco. What?
They need to put
50% of the F1 drivers live there?
Snap me up.
Wow. I did not realize that. That's crazy.
I think Monaco is going to be a very tough race for us. I hope that our little cars get through it in one piece and we get some points. If we don't start scoring points, that gap's just going to widen to a point where we're not in the mix anymore. We'll finish 10th.
Is that such a bad thing? I mean,
No
you're
one
still
wants
in
to come
F1.
last in any sport, but particularly so in Formula One. And it's all to do with money. There's a sliding scale of payments, and being bottom means they get the smallest slice of pie.
The Ferraris, Mercedes, they're all spending north of $300-400 million. But our budget at Williams is somewhat smaller than that, at about 125 sterling a
Oh
year.
my goodness. So the tape is essential.
To win in Formula One, you need money.
Is Lance Stroll still on the Williams team?
This sport requires financial help. And
Isn't
the
he an
financial
Aston Martin?
has to
He's
come
an
from
Aston Martin
somewhere.
now, isn't he?
I'm Lance Stroll. I'm 19 years old, and this is my second season with Williams Martini Racing.
Started driving at 18 years old in
That
F1.
Lawrence has made an investment based on his son having a seat. I don't think it can be underestimated the impact that can have.
Right. Oh, yeah.
But I also have to believe that he has the best interest of the team at heart.
I know I'm born with a silver spoon in my mouth, but I've seen paid drivers in the past not deliver. But when I look at my rookie season, I proved a lot of people wrong, finishing on a podium, starting on a front row. Those are all big achievements, if you ask me. I strive to be the best I can be.
Interesting.
This is all the same, right?
Interesting.
Well, supposedly it's from 7 all the way around to 15. Yeah, this one caught out a couple of people. Yeah.
Stroll goes where his dad goes. I did not realize his dad moved to
Lawrence
Aston.
is a businessman, and you don't keep throwing your money at something that's not working for you. So for as long as the team provides the basis for his boy to be able to show what he can do, then you can see him still being a part of it. But the second that doesn't happen, you can be sure he's going to take his money somewhere else.
Kind of like a better
Seeing
Latifi.
with Williams on and off the track, it's been a frustrating experience. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, there's hopefully better times ahead.
Well, I don't think there is for you, mate. I hate to see that.
It's the team's last chance to get their car set up right ahead of qualifying this afternoon.
You know, we've got a good package here. The drivers are in great shape. You know, they both enjoy this track. The car looks super. Danny, how does it feel?
Work yourselves back into this challenge.
Still some unfinished business, and you come here to make the difference. You have to risk it a bit more.
Red Bull are the favourite.
You as the favourites. Do you feel it such? So I'm just looking forward to get started.
Our car works well in Monaco because Monaco has the least straights of the year, which means horsepower isn't everything. So therefore we're able to compensate with a great chassis and give the drivers confidence they can run up close to the barriers, they can extract that lap time from the cars.
If you're Red Bull right now, you really want to see Max Verstappen win this race because you've invested in him, you've put your faith in him for the future. But
It's just
it's so
juggling.
hard to overtake. You've got to do it in qualifying, and that means pushing to the absolute limit. And that's why Saturday is spectacular here.
You guys have been saying that. Listen, I read the comments. I know in all the videos, everyone, when we did the Monaco Circuit Guide, and even on this stream, Monaco is the best for qualifying, not for the race. And I hear you guys. I hear you guys loud and clear.
It's the most difficult circuit on the calendar. It's a circuit with the smallest margin for error.
I think a race win is definitely possible here in Monaco. I've been, I think, driving a lot better. I've been in qualifying really strong compared to Daniel as well. I'm feeling good.
Max Verstappen has the best arrogance in the world. Like, it's just, he just knows he's good, and so he's arrogant with it, and I love it. Like, it makes me like Max Verstappen. It is so sick. It is so sick.
Verstappen heads out for practice.
Max Verstappen makes his way onto the
father gifted him an F1
This will
team.
be a good indication
That part
of
you
what
kind of
he'll be
hate.
able to do come qualifying this afternoon.
25% of Aston. Jesus.
Magic, beautiful driving style.
It is a tough track. It's always, bumpy, low grip. If you have a little slide, you can end up in the wall.
Max Verstappen on the fastest lap of this session so far.
Won't be any driver hungrier than Max Verstappen. He wants to be fastest on every session, every race. It's fantastic.
He's getting the best out of that car. Oh, I've seen this before. Duh.
Max Verstappen, one of the favourites for pole position later on this afternoon, has absolutely clobbered the barriers.
You just think, fuck it. He was just pushing too hard too soon and made a silly mistake.
But he looked so good.
It's a red flag. Stay to the left-hand side. He's given his team a massive repair job to get that car ready for the qualifying session.
Are they gonna get it ready?
It's painful because if it has a bad outcome, you are even more angry.
You've got a pretty small window of time of about 2 hours to get the car turned around and into qualifying. I've got confidence in the mechanics, but there was nothing guaranteed.
Max Verstappen's chips scattered right now. What are the odds of his car making qualifying after his earlier crash?
So it's down to Daniel. Go on, Daniel. He probably needs this win more than anything, doesn't he?
Arguably the most exciting qualifying session of the season is here in Monte Carlo. Qualifying today, very, very important. Lance Stroll in the Williams, heading out for his session.
Loud and clear. Thank you, Sean. Luca on it. Radio check. Loud and clear. Thank you.
See how we go this afternoon.
I struggled moving around a lot in the seat in the first session. He was moving around too much. So anyway, got to fix it.
Tell me that.
It hasn't happened before. No, it's the first time all season.
Okay, well, let's hope it's a
I think the belts were just getting loose all session.
Let's hope it's a one-off then, Lawrence.
I feel like she hates him. She 110% does not like him. Which must be a bummer. Because obviously, it's her family's name on the team. But yeah.
Target for now, plus 30 seconds, taking 10 out of the rear. It's got busy as it's now. Everybody on slow laps. The frickin' headrest is loose. No. It's okay. Just fix it. Okay, we'll do it next time round. Okay, nice. We need 4 tenths. We need a 12.9 to get through, okay.
For qualifying.
Really suffering with traction and all those kind of things. Oh, this is on the edge, so too much understeer, guys. I can't go quicker like this.
And that's a 113.3 for Lance Stroll. Another disappointing performance for Williams. They'll be starting towards the back of the grid on race day.
Oof.
Breaking news from Red Bull. Max Verstappen, one of the favourites to take pole this afternoon, out of qualifying before he even gets going.
Kind of figured. That crash was a disaster. That crash was an absolute disaster. Wait. Sounds to me she just doesn't want Lance racing for them. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't want him either. Aston team principal left after 10 years together because Papa Stroll's arrogance. That's disappointing when you hear that.
We managed to get the car turned around, but unfortunately when firing up the engine, suddenly we saw a big oil leak from the gearbox. there was no chance then to make the qualifying.
He's a very, very fast driver. We know that. That's not within any doubt. This place bites hard if you abuse it, and unfortunately, there's no more brutal lesson than what he's just had. So, you know, I'm sure that he's smart enough to hopefully learn from that.
All Red Bull's hopes now rest with Daniel Ricciardo. Can he beat Ferrari and Mercedes to start in pole position on race day?
Lewis Hamilton is flying. Here comes Vettel.
I wonder when they're going to get involved.
6 tenths quicker than everyone else about it.
When will we see Vettel and Hamilton join Drive to Survive?
Berg behind is slow. Raikkonen also slow behind.
Grid position is everything. If you drive in the middle of the road in a race, it's almost impossible for the car behind to be able to overtake. So the intensity of qualifying becomes even more important.
The streets of Monaco are so tight. Everything's coming at you so fast.
Don't crash, Daniel. Yes.
Max Verstappen watches on. He can do nothing.
You are now quickest by 2 tenths. Okay.
Sebastian Vettel has taken front row at the moment as we go on.
It's going to be so close.
Daniel Ricciardo, who was on pole, of course, here in 2016, crosses the line now. Back to the 110s. What a lap! Pole by a country mile.
And that is pole position. Nice job, mate.
Fuck. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to give it up either, is he?
Should have had 2 cars up
It's
there.
Monaco.
It's frustrating not to have
Season
both
2,
cars.
Ferrari and Mercedes didn't want to participate in Season 1. Damn it!
Alright, that's 50%.
Damn you, Ferrari and Mercedes.
Let's finish this shit tomorrow. Until I lift that trophy and feel that weight, I won't be completely satisfied.
I don't think Daniel's putting a foot wrong at the moment. If the team have got question marks in anybody, it's why they've spent so much money on Max. Max put it in the ball, trying to prove to the world that he was quicker than Daniel. He sacrificed his entire weekend for what? For nothing.
Daniel is starting to stand out as the more consistent, more stable option that Red Bull have got. So if Daniel then delivers again here and Max misses another opportunity to win, you wonder if doubts will creep in at Red Bull about whether they've put their money behind the right driver at this stage.
I don't think they have any doubts.
How confident are you?
I don't think they have any doubts.
It's always difficult to put a number on these things, but you know, we're very, very happy with Daniel. He does a great job in the team. He's a popular member in the team, and there's a desire for us to retain him for next year.
This is what it's all about when it comes to motor racing. There is one place to be today, and that is here in Monte Carlo. Daniel Ricciardo in pole position. Sebastian Vettel in second. And because of his disaster in qualifying, Max Verstappen will start right at the back in last place.
Max, how you doing this morning? Not so good.
If we could get points on one car, that would be a great achievement. But if we could get both cars, even better. If there was a huge great pile-up at the start of the race and our cars just went through, one can only dream, can't you?
I mean, that is a dream. What is more likely, the dream is Williams going to crash.
The waiting sucks. I just want this race to start already. I feel this year with the car we've got, since 2016, it's my best chance to win. Basically, the win was taken from me through no fault of my own. Got the first pole position of my career. I had a comfortable lead.
Daniel Ricciardo is looking set to win the Monaco Grand Prix.
Look at that. Box this up, please. Box this up. Team call me in and come in the pits, and there's no tyres there. And it's like a shit show.
They haven't got the tyres ready. The tyres aren't ready.
The pit stop, instead of being 3 seconds, it was more than 10.
Oh, wow.
I come out of the pits.
I'd be so pissed. I'd be so pissed. I'd be so mad. It's like the one job of the pit crew to do your pit crew stuff. And they forgot the equipment to do it?
And literally St. Louis just come past me.
Hamilton now leads after a pit stop that saw Daniel Ricciardo sat stranded waiting for his tyre.
So, lost the race.
Right now, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anything. I want to get out of here, to be honest. This one hurts a lot.
2018. This is my time. It's my fucking time.
If he can go and win this race and beat Max, that tells Red Bull that they need to put their faith in him, but that might not be his main priority. He might think, I need to show myself as a great option for another team, a Mercedes or a Ferrari.
The 2018 Monaco Grand Prix. It's time to get down to the serious business as we count down towards the start of this race.
The driver can make the difference around this track. The story of so far, Daniel Ricciardo in the Red Bull has dominated the whole weekend.
Every single practice session, every single qualifying. Verstappen had the chance for
Will he get the W, though?
20th and last for the Dutchman. What can Ricciardo do from the front of the grid?
Yeah, I mean, of course they knew Max was the future. Max still is the future if you think about it.
The grid is cleared in Monaco. Daniel Ricciardo on pole position. It's a tense moment as the lights go on. Vettel is trying to attack into turn one. He's not quite close enough. Ricciardo leading, but Vettel is very, very close to the back of him.
Where are even the...
Vettel 1.1. So far, everything feels alright.
I was gonna say, where are the places to pass people in Monaco? Where are the prime spots to pass people in Monaco? I'm very interested in knowing that. There.
Nice move, Max.
Yeah. With this race, he can just keep picking these off one by one. Lance Stroll fighting with Leclerc.
He's gonna crash, isn't he?
The problem with the car, something happened. Front wing is damaged. So it's a front wing change and the tyres.
Hate to see that for you, Papa Stroll.
Daniel, you did a really good job, mate. It's really good stuff. You just need to keep it smooth.
Ricciardo still leading Sebastian Vettel.
Box, Daniel, box. Box this lap.
Remember the best of the cost in victory here in 2016.
This Ferrari matches move.
Ricciardo relieved of that pit stop win. Okay, no problems this time around for Daniel Ricciardo. He's still smiling this afternoon.
Just keep your focus, mate. Keep your focus.
Verstappen gets a really good exit. He's going to go for it. Of course he is. He's Max Verstappen. Yes!
Jesus.
Verstappen moves up into 9th place. You can see it slowing down dramatically.
No way.
Losing power. Let me know if I can do something. Fail on fail, fail on fail.
This could totally change the race.
Will it get better? Negative, Daniel. Negative.
The MGUK failed. That usually means the engine is screwed. It's 99%. You have to retire the car.
The minute Daniel Ricciardo makes a mistake, Sebastian
And so he's just waiting for Vettel to come up and pass him.
This is like a moment of defeat, a moment of helplessness. Part of you just wants to rip the steering wheel off and just throw it. How is this happening?
How long can Daniel Ricciardo keep Sebastian Vettel behind him? Can he keep him behind him?
Vettel's kind of just biding his time, it looks like.
To finish first. First, you have to finish.
Oh my god, get the Jenners out of here. Get them out of here.
It's 2 laps behind the race leader now.
The brake pedal's going really, really long. Concentrated on turn 18. I don't understand. It's ridiculous. What's the point of even racing now?
Stroll's just struggled with the car all weekend long. I tell you what, never rains when it pours. For Williams at the moment, it is pouring.
So I feel bad for him.
Pushing harder.
10 laps of focus, 10 laps to go.
But I'm shocked Vettel never even tries to overtake.
Still being managed.
It was just totally intense because he couldn't get beyond 6th gear because it just wasn't the power.
You've got a feel for him in that cockpit at the moment. His nerves are going to be shredded to pieces.
Keep putting pressure. You're doing well. Head down till the end. You will make a mistake.
It's out of your control, but then you think if I start playing the sad story, then it's not going to help.
There are 3 laps to go.
Are you kidding me? So let me get this straight. He can't get into his higher gears, but because it's a street circuit like Monaco, there's just no shot that Vettel is going to get around him, is there? He's waiting for the engine to blow. I mean, yeah. If I'm Vettel, I'm going for it. I'm gunning for him. Like, I'm not just going to wait for him to go. We'll do what Max Verstappen did. I'm going to dive bomb the hell out of him.
I don't care if this engine goes bang.
Yeah, we can win it, so let's fucking win it.
Big look up for Vettel. Can he get it stopped? Just about. Stoffel Van Dorn isn't in the battle for the lead, but he's come out between the 2 leaders after his pit stop.
Oh my god, and there's someone in the way of Vettel.
I would imagine Ricciardo is starting to smile just that little bit more. Ricciardo starts his final lap. You can't deny he really does deserve it this weekend.
Okay, fair play. Fair play, Daniel Ricciardo. Fair play.
To see your car and driver cross the line first is like no other feeling in the world.
It's very difficult to come to terms with when you're not winning. We haven't won a race now for nearly 6 years. That's a long time.
You feel for Williams. I do feel for Williams.
When should I go, actually, do you know what? Maybe I'm not the right person to do this. Am I good enough to do it? Do I have the capability?
the most proudest parents in town. Well done, you. Thanks, man. That was class. I'm not sure whether the price has gone down or up. Amazing. He did an unbelievable job today.
Yeah, it's just really great.
It'll come, So be happy for your teammate today. Celebrate with him. You know how this business is. It's up and down.
They knew Max had it. They knew it was Max. It's just that you got to celebrate with Daniel this day. It'll be your day, Max.
Seeing the whole team happy, it's hard because you're standing there. You have to try and smile and be happy because the whole team is happy. But yeah, for me, it was definitely the worst moment, and I was
really. Okay, I can now see why he feels like they paint him in a bad light. This comes off extremely arrogant. This comes off a little harsh to Max.
Break down the whole energy station by myself.
It comes off a little harsh for Max Verstappen, to be completely honest.
I was so thrilled.
He's got to be happy, but it's your biggest rival. So, I mean...
Yeah, it was the best.
I want to be the best in the world. And I believe I've got the talent and I put in the work.
Without getting arrogant, I'm certainly going to have some serious offers on the table.
Everyone's getting shoved into the pool. Okay, we're not looking at the preview for the next episode. We are saving it. We are saving it. This is the end of the live stream. That was an absolute Netflix hates Max and Lando. That's so brutal. I don't get why. They are both funny dudes. They both have great personalities. And honestly, like Max, it does sound extremely arrogant for that. But he wants to be the best. Like, it's plain and simple. He just wants to be the best. So... can't really hate the guy. I feel like it does come off. I can see why he boycotts or doesn't want to do the Drive to Survive anymore. But that is the first 3 episodes of the series. It's really good. This first season is really good. So let me know if you guys want to see more streams like this. I actually really enjoy doing streams like this. They're kind of informal. I'm kicked back, relaxed, just kind of enjoying the day. It's still cold here where I'm at, so. Hopefully it'll get a little warmer. We'll get to maybe do one of these streams outside where we can just kind of watch it wherever and we can just kind of chill wherever. So thank you guys so much for watching. Obviously, let me know your guys' thoughts on the Drive to Survive first 3 episodes. We might do one tomorrow. Who knows? Hopefully, if we did, it would start a little earlier. But I appreciate everyone that came out to the comments to watch. I appreciate you guys so much. And I will catch you guys hopefully very soon for the next couple episodes. But yeah.